It is episode 59 of the Digital Marketing Masters podcast. And this is your host, Yolanda Rose. And every week, I bring you easy, actionable tips, content, and strategies that you can use to grow your business online almost immediately. And today on the show, we're talking about video marketing. Thank you for joining me today. And if you're a long-time listener, please leave me a review of my show on Apple iTunes. It would really help me grow my audience and just help a lot more business owners out there that's struggling with their digital marketing. And if you're new, thank you for listening in. Thank you for choosing me. I know there's hundreds and thousands of podcasts on digital media online, but you chose me and I'm ever grateful. And I would love for you to subscribe to the show on whichever platform that you are listening on right now. So, how do you build a video marketing strategy? We are breaking it down today on the show. And if you ask the average marketer about their video marketing strategy right now, you're probably going to get a shrug. So, while most of them know on a fundamental level that video is important, especially now, video is huge. And they may be there posting a couple of videos here and there, but there's not always a deeper objective and a deeper strategy behind this. But there's no doubt that video is important and will continue to be important in the immediate future. That's how people are consuming content right now. They're spending almost a third of their time watching online video content. And that's something that us as business owners and marketers, we need to respond to. So how do you go about launching a video marketing strategy that helps get more engagement and more results? So I'm going to break down 6 steps that you can use right now. And if you're struggling with video marketing, or if you haven't tried it, or you're just getting your feet wet and you need some additional help, here's some 6 steps that I've been using successfully in my campaigns and my other business lines to generate some amazing leads and sales. And in fact, it works. My branding works. I was in the mall the other day and somebody said, "Hey, you are hosting the show, right?" And yeah, that's what I do. And I'm so glad the branding part is working and I'm getting more visibility, greater client acquisition on my end. So a video is there, and here are my 6 steps that I follow. Firstly, you need to understand your audience and set your campaign goals. Now, for all successful marketing campaigns, it has to start with research. You got to know who you're talking to and why you're talking to them. Why are you targeting them? What types of content tends to resonate with your particular audience? What channels are they most likely to be on? Are they LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat? Where are the people that you are targeting? Now, there's little point making a really great video and paying a lot of money to have it play on various websites that your audience doesn't even visit. And most importantly, what goals are you trying to reach with a particular video? Are you trying to drive awareness, sales, traffic, or all of those? So you need to capitalize on your video's ability to connect with your potential client. So make sure that you're using the right tone of voice and the message to reach them. It's important to spend time gathering consumer insights. Understanding your consumer is so vital. And in the very first episode in 2008, well, one of the earlier episodes in 2008, I spoke to you on how you can identify your ideal consumer. In fact, if you check out the show notes, I'm going to post a link to a document that I developed that will help you clearly understand your ideal client persona. So take that time to gather customer insights before launching your video marketing campaign, because these are insights that will inform you on the types of videos that you need to be producing and how much money you should be spending on making them. And I honestly don't spend much. I've upgraded my phone. I'm on an iPhone, but this Christmas I bought myself a nice Huawei. Not that I'm a fan of Huawei, it's just that their video capability is just supersedes iPhone in every way right now. So my videos are all being done on the Huawei and I'm loving it. 2, you gotta stay on brand and nail down your message across videos. Now, video can seem like a departure from the other types of regular marketing that you could be doing, or a way to test out branding, a different type of branding. But it's important that viewers watching your videos, while they might be surprised by the content, they need to know who and what you are speaking to. For example, if you have videos that are on YouTube or on a different social media channel, should they link to your site or a landing page with a clear on-brand creative and messaging that's unified across each and every channel? If the video users see your email communication is different from one that they see on Facebook, there's an inconsistency, which is a reflection of your brand, and this could hurt rather than help you online. 3, you got to make sure your video budget makes sense. Now, many marketers make the mistake of thinking that putting a ton of money into the production side of things will automatically make the video a huge success. Now, on the flip side, not spending enough on a far-reaching campaign could hurt your brand's image by not letting the message come across in a low quality way. When it comes to actually making the video content, keep your campaign goals in mind and make sure that you're spending your budget well. For instance, if you're looking to win over more millennials or Generation Z shoppers, you might not need to spend too much of money on video production. Instead, consider producing short videos for social media channels like Snapchat, Twitter, or Instagram, or repurpose user-generated content. If you have a larger budget and you want to keep your brand on tip-top shape and on top of mind, consider telling a captivating story that's very Hollywood. But using influencers in your video doesn't always mean recruiting big celebrities. So to stay within your budget, consider featuring industry experts or even YouTube celebrities that already have success to the audience that you're trying to reach. But make sure that the person is well suited to represent your company. Research their social media profiles, their reputation, and the topics that they feature on their very own channels and platforms that don't undermine your brand or your product values. 4, you got to optimize your videos and target for each channel. So depending on the channels you choose to launch your campaigns, you're going to want to make sure that these videos are optimized to get as much engagement as possible. So for Facebook, this means keeping it short, uploading videos directly to the channel, and adding captions. For YouTube, it means waiting 2 weeks after your video launches to make any tweaks and refining your target audience. And optimizing videos for Twitter means finding the balance between a fine-tuned targeting from interest to keywords to device, and not over-targeting to make sure that you can easily track which campaign is performing the best. Number 5, and this is my favorite, is to test and test again. And normally when I put out a video, my audiences are separate. My targeting is separate. Maybe the copy is separate. It's all so strategic, and it's about testing and retesting. So just like for display ad campaigns, A/B testing should help you figure out what elements of a campaign is actually working and what isn't. So maybe it's not the creative, but it's your messaging. Or maybe it's the time of the day that you are deploying your campaign, or the channels that you are choosing. Or maybe your videos are just too long or they're too short. Whatever it is, you got to test different forms, different colors, different fonts, different copy, different images. Test and test again to figure out the optimal content and timing of your campaigns. So the key measures or the critical success factors of the testing would be your engagement rate. Your engagement rate may be an indication of somebody that watches your video. How much time do they spend on the video? Did they watch the whole thing? Do they leave early? Are they merely skipping over the entire thing? These are measures that you can look at that give you an indication of the quality of the message, the creative, and whether this video is at the right length. The second measure or critical success factor would be the view count. Now, the view count is how many times the video has been watched, but is measured differently across the different channels. For example, on YouTube, the view time is considered 30 seconds, while on Facebook, it's only 3 seconds. So understanding how the viewers are interacting with your videos on the various platforms means you can know how each platform measures each view count and understand how to use each platform insights to help you figure out the true engagement that your video is getting on that specific platform. So the last piece of your video marketing puzzle would be retargeting. And most of the platforms such as Facebook and Google, they all give you an opportunity to retarget your video marketing audience. So people that have engaged with you, that have really resonated with your message, retarget them with different kinds of video, even different types of call to actions. And this will obviously be a lot cheaper, especially if you're running video ad campaigns. So that's my 6 cents on video marketing strategy. I hope it gives you value. I hope it gives you some insight into the current video marketing strategies that you guys have in place for your businesses and clients right now. So that's it for me on this edition of the Digital Marketing Masters podcast. If there's something that you need me to cover, something specific you need me to touch on, some strategy that I said I was going to give you feedback on and didn't, send me a message on Facebook. I'm at Yolanda Rose again. On Instagram, Yolanda Rose 7. And you can reach out to me on email as well. It's yolanda@yolandarose.com. And I'll chat to you next week on the Digital Marketing Masters podcast.